So, hey guys, the new dual trial was actually not that bad compared to, like, for example, the one before this. The one before this was pretty bad, actually. Yeah, remember that punk deck? Yeah. Well, if you know, you know. But now, during this tryout, we can only pick between these three rental decks, which is pretty good. And they're, like, not, like, super well made, but they're, like, well made enough that it feels like they have some like thought put into them. So like for example, this one, the three Draco Slayers here. I don't know why we have Angel Trumpeter. Honestly, why do we have Angel Trumpeter for unexpected die? That's not really worth it. And like we only have one copy of Masterpiece. Don't really agree with that. And then there's how we only have one copy of Luster Pendulum, which they could give us two just for this event. Like, come on. There's nothing for us to abuse it with here. Come on. But, they actually put in Striker Dragon for you to make, Beyond the Pendulum. So, like, you can't use Lecter Pendulum, for example. No, wait, not Lecter Pendulum. You can't use, like, Vector Pendulum with, I don't know, let's say Bunbuku or whoever, right? Because it's a normal monster. Master Pendulum as well, I suppose, right? So you can link it off for Striker Dragon, who is a effect monster, of course, because Beyond the Pendulum requires two effect monsters, including a Pendulum monster, and that's just nice. Aside from that, I don't know. This deck, pretty okay, you know? Nothing particularly needs to be said about this. Why is the Magistus Moon Maiden here, though? Another Magistus monster is normal special summon while you control this monster. Except during the dash step, you can target one of those monsters, equip this card you control to it. While this card is equipped to a monster, you can add one Magistus monster from your deck to your hand. You can only use each effect of Artemis, the Magistus Moon Maiden once per turn. I guess this is just an additional attribute for access code, I guess. Which is alright, you know, I guess that makes a little bit of sense. So that'd be like 1, 2, 3, and then you... Well, actually, wouldn't you probably go into Celine while you're making access code anyways? Yeah, that's a little weird, but whatever. Seal Swarm merch is here as well, I guess. And then there's, like, the Valence deck. Honestly, they didn't really do anything, like, particularly noteworthy, in my opinion, for the Valence deck. Because Valence in itself, in my opinion, doesn't really do much. The most I've seen anyone do is end on a single negate. Being like, Arctos 12 Chronochasm Valence, which is just like a pop 1. And yeah, that's it. I don't know if Valence is supposed to do anything more than that, but that's all I've seen. Which is like, alright. Then we have Chaos Angel, or like this Chaos Pile, more or less. So, the main play for this deck is just to, if you're going first, so of course make Shooting Riser, and then you can like quick synchro into like Black Rose, Chaos Angel, whatever. You can just do that. Or you can try and make like a Hot Red Dragon Arcfiend Abyss. That's about your only negate that you can make. I guess there's also Seals, Hieratic Seal of the Heavenly Spheres. That is not bad as well. Is there a target for you to actually special summon? You can special summon Destrudo. That's a worm. That's a machine. Wait. That's kind of weird though. So for the Seals effect to special summon a dragon monster from your hand or deck, I'm pretty sure the only target you have is just Destrudo, which is like a little bit awkward, but I guess at least you have a target. Well, sometimes you just gotta take those in stride. And that's alright, I guess. And you only have one Light Sword monster actually in your deck, but you have 2 copies of Charge of Light Brigade, so that's a little awkward as well. But they did give you Raigeki and Lightning Vortex to play second, and this is relatively effective against the Valence deck and the Pendraco deck. Like, overall, like, these decks are considerably more playable than some of the other ones we've gotten before, to an extent. But, like, they're just too gapped by this deck, the 3 Draco Slayers, honestly. This is probably the best deck out of the 3. But, like, the issue is you need to know how to play, like, these decks to an extent. Like, all 3 of these decks are actually somewhat hard to play, which is kind of, you know, interesting. But the strongest overall is probably this one. Well, let's start with, hey, look, Pendulum IO, Pendulum Skill Drain. Not a very good matchup, if I were to say so myself, for Valence or Draco Slayer Mirror. The guy who gets to go first can just potentially set up like IO and essentially Skill Drain for Pen specifically, but you know, that's pretty rough to play against. And of course, Valence. Do you have any non-Pendulum monsters here? No, it's just pretty legit Skill Drain. Except for like Gleeful Genius, Electromite, and some of these guys. Which they don't do much except for like Gleeful Genius. How do you summon Gleeful Genius? RNG, I think. Yeah. You have machines, but I don't think you have enough machines that it's like super consistent to go into Gleeful Genius, so pretty awkward. So in general though, this is one of the better like rental competitions or whatever. And yeah, highly recommend the 3 Draco Slayers deck. I guess I'll show you guys a replay. So I think it was this one. Hey, no point in checking my opponent's deck, I guess. So in this duel, I believe I am playing the 3 Draco Slayers, I think. I don't know if this is the correct replay. Yeah, actually, yeah, it's this one. Alright. So, my opponent here is using a lure. Very interesting hand. Adds shell. Sure. Return, Collapse Serpent, draw 1, normal summon, Radiant, Chaos Ruler. And here they're going to make like a little mistake, but also Danger Bigfoot miss. Big Whifferino, alright. And then we have White Dragon Wyvern Buster, Special Summon Destrudo, and then you make Shooting Riser, and then you dump Giltia, right? And then they should have simply passed on Shooting Riser, because there's like, if for example if we're playing the mirror here and I just have Lightning Vortex, nothing you can do anyways. But if you keep Shooting Riser, this has an on a summon effect to banish a card on field. So might as well have just waited on that, but whatever. Now they're pressing buttons. Whatever. So now the 2 Synchro monsters here, Chaos Angel and Chaos Ruler, cannot be destroyed by battle, nor can they be affected by the activated effects of my monsters. So this will take a little while, so we normal summon Bunbuku, and then honestly I can't even explain how many things I need to do. And then here they activate Chaos Nephis in hand. Didn't know this, but Chaos Nephis apparently has this effect where if a card on the field is destroyed by a card effect, you can banish a light and a dark monster from your graveyard, special summon this, and then you have to, well, you can banish one of my cards I control and 2 cards in my graveyard, which I have none. So this is kind of grief. Not that I would put any like cards in the graveyard for quite a while, so whatever. And now that I think about it, this card's completely dead like completely useless except in the mirror. Anyway, continuing on. We discard Ignister, maybe on the Pendulum, and then we'll like Pen Summon, I think, right? Yep. And then we'll pop these two, and here's an out to this monster right there, Dragonic Pendulum. This just has the effect to destroy a card on the field, so boom, we do that. And then we still had like a lot of things we can do. Like I had yet to make Electromite. When I would have made Electromite, I would have had the ability to remove this card here, scale this one, and then I can like do a bit more from there. Like add Masterpiece, and then probably I don't know if I could find a way to destroy this to allow myself to summon Masterpiece or not, but whatever. Pretty long string of stuff. Combo. Wombo combo. So this probably has the biggest potential of end boards because you simply don't have the end board pieces in like this deck here or this one here. I think the most you could end on is like probably Hieratic Seals with Hot Red Dragon, Arcfiend Abyss, and then like some way to quick summon Chaos Angel, I guess. Like either you have like Chaos Phantasm, or you have like a Shooting Riser with Chaos Ruler summoned back, because you presumably made Hot Red Dragon, Arcfiend Abyss using Chaos Ruler plus, I don't know, like DD Sprite, probably. Not that you can, you can't search DD Sprite, so you just simply have to have all the right cards at the right time to do this, I guess. Which is, like, alright. And then for Valence, Column Switch, Pendulum Treasure. None of these cards are actually negates, right? Yeah. And then for negates that you have, is this got a quick effect on it? No. This one? Is that from Metaltron? Destroyed by yada yada. Nothing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure maybe Trapeze Magician does something then. During either player's main phase 1, you detach one XYZ material from this card, then target one face up. Attack position monster the turn player controls other than this card. It can make a second attack during each battle phase. This turn also destroyed at the end of the battle phase. This card is destroyed by the villain sent to the graveyard. Yeah, this does nothing. Literally nothing. I'm pretty sure the only thing you can end on is like Chronochasm, that like, and then this pops one. Wow. That's actually kind of sad. Do any of these guys do anything? If this guy is special summon, target one monster card in your opponent's spell and trap zone, return it to the hand. Okay. This doesn't actually do the burn if your opponent has like an extra deck monster in their like spell trap zone, so alright, I guess. And then this. During the main phase, quick effect, target one effect monster in your opponent's main monster zone, place that opponent's monster face up as a continuous spell in their spell and trap zone in its same column. Okay, so you have like 2 points of interaction. You have Momonoka, the Valence United, and then you have Chronochasm Valence. How do you summon this? 3 Valence monsters. I see, and then one of them presumably has a fusion effect, either as a monster effect or like a pendulum effect. Not sure which one it is, but alright, I guess. That's pretty weird. But of course, with the 3 Draco Slayers, you can end on, let's see, you can end on Steel Swarm Roach, and then you can also have like Majesty Pegasus Protection. You can have Dynaster Power the Mighty Draco Slayer's Protection potentially. But you'd more likely end on like Hope Harbinger, Borreload Savage. which you just have. And then Masterpiece is also on Omni Negate. Once per turn. This is actually soft, right? Damn, both effects are soft. Having two of these would have been better than one. Well, well, this deck would brutalize the other decks a bit too hard. And then, of course, you have Dragonic Pendulum, which is also another this is like another interaction. So like, let's say Masterpiece Negate, and then we can go Chain Dragonic Pendulum, right? Is it Chain? No, this is in New Chain. So the next chain, you can just pop a card on the field. So let's see. There's that. And also, I guess, also worth mentioning, you have like Magic Spectre, Tornado, and Tempest, which is like... This is like Solemn Strike. And then this one is banish a monster your opponent controls. So, at best, you can have like 1, 2... Let's see. 3, 4, 5, like maybe 6 points of interaction or something. No, wait, didn't count that as 7. Like it with the most Giga Cricked hand of all time, 7. More realistically, you can probably achieve like 5 with a decent hand, which is like all right. I guess that kind of gaps the other two decks that can probably only make, I don't know, like 2 interactions. One of the important things to note about like Chaos Angel though is that you're only unaffected by your opponent's activated effects, meaning if you were to still quick synchro into like a Black Rose Dragon with a Chaos Angel, you wipe your entire field as well. So that kind of sucks. And then there's like nothing else you can make, I guess, off of Shooting Riser, aside from this. So, yeah. The Chaos effects here, or the Chaos deck here, it's not, like, unplayable, but it's probably the worst one, well, out of the 3, just for, like, consistency reasons, and like, it does still require some brain power to play, I guess. Valence, I don't know. It wouldn't be that much better than the Chaos one, I don't think. Just having these 2 effects, like, to play around with. A little bit useful. You don't really need the backer removal that much on Grand Duke, and you just don't have, like, anything that good. They gave you Underworld Goddess, I guess. That does nothing against, like, either deck, really, except it gives you an out to Chaos Angel, I guess. Which you might not have had otherwise, right? Let me think about it. No. Yes, no, yes. There is a way for them to have no out, I believe. I believe this, what does this do? Which one is this one? The 2-player special summon? No, the other one. Okay. They place that opponent's monster face up as a new spell in the spell and trap zone in the same column. Zone is occupied, destroy the occupying card. Yeah, I guess Koenig Wyson would be your way to out, like, the Chaos Angel. Chaos Angel doesn't actually do anything while it sits on field, so... Like, since every single deck has, like, an out to Chaos Angel, it's kind of like, whatever. Is this probably the one with, like... Yeah. Honestly, the Mirror is probably where it's hardest to out Chaos Angel. So, yeah, that's all I've got for you guys today, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.